The Black Talon. Boy, there's a lot of urban legend stories about this round. If you just sit around with your buddies who are into guns and you talk about the Black Talon, you're probably going to get 4 guys at a table. You'll get 4 different stories. Let's talk about it. I'll give you my 2 cents on it. I do have a bunch of them, as you can tell. I bought them way back when. My first gun was a Colt Delta Elite, or it was either a Smith 686 revolver, one of the two. I bought them like the same month. And so I bought a bunch of ammo for it when they became available back in 1991. That's when these became available. We'll get into the story here. Let's talk about the definition of a Black Talon and all the urban legends behind them and all the controversy and what happened. Well, first of all, the definition of a Black Talon is this. We know what the word black means. The round is coated with black coating, by the way, which is called Lubalox. The coating is designed to protect the barrel rifling. It didn't give the bullet any armor-piercing capabilities, even though it had a stigma of that way back when. The politicians were trying to claim that this bullet, this brand new bullet out there on the market, it's got the stigma of being armor-piercing, and there's some goofy things said like it was cop killers, and it's just all silly stuff. As we know, any ammunition, even range ammo, can kill a human being. So it got a bad rap, but the black means that the round was coated with a black coating called Lubalox. What's ironic is today, Winchester still used Lubalox on a lot of their different rounds regularly. It's just clear now, it's not black. And the word Talon stands for claw type of thing. Like on a bird of prey, such as an eagle, hawk, falcon, owl. Just imagine a 20-pound eagle coming down on a rabbit with its claws, razor blade sharp claws, and scooping up a rabbit, and just, that's what the definition of Talon is, and that's how we got the word Black Talon. That's what Winchester decided to call these man stoppers. And we're talking about ammunition now, so it's a gory little thing here we're talking about. These are designed to kill human beings. There's no secret about that. And these are among the most deadliest rounds ever designed. But we have ammunition today which are equally, if not better, than what we have with the Black Talons. So don't go run out and buy any Black Talons. We're going to get to that at the end because it's a waste of money. You get ammunition which is better, and you can buy it at a normal cost. Back in '91, Winchester, they developed this ammunition because law enforcement wanted a really good man stopper. These were designed to go through something like a windshield, and the talons, the claws, would go through a windshield or any object similar to it, like a car door or something, and still have the talons attached to the bullet and go into a human being and then basically tear them apart. So it wouldn't get wiped away when it goes through an object. So that's really what's special about these rounds when they first came out. Like, wow, you can shoot these Black Talons through a windshield and they still fan out and have these petals, P-E-T-A-L-S, on them and hit a human body. It actually got to the point where surgeons came out in court, and I'll talk about some of the mass murders that took place that gave these a bad stigma also. Surgeons were saying, oh, well, these are cutting us when which is probably true, it's possible. These talons are cutting us when we're doing surgery on the victims. So that gave it a bad rap also because they're so razor blade sharp. The modern day ammunition is pretty much identical, if not better. But okay, so Lubalox was used as the black coating, and it's also used today in modern day ammunition. This goes back to 1991. The VP of research for Winchester developed it, and the round just took off. All law enforcement agencies wanted it. They wanted the stopping power. They liked the capabilities of it, that it would not go through a human being and ricochet off something else and hurt someone and some innocent person. So they liked that, and that's when the hollow point really started taking off. And then what happened was, I'm giving you my recollection and my best input here, and then you can see how many rounds I bought way back when, is there was a couple of mass shootings. The first shooting, which the media just jumped all over, was some psychopath. I won't even mention his name because he's a psychopath. And he shot 15 people in a San Francisco law office in 1993. This was about, I think, about a month after Winchester pulled it off the market. I could be wrong. It was within a month or 2 months. And then of the 15 people, of course, 9 of them died, and the other were really seriously injured. There's no kind of getting around getting hit by one of these rounds. We got the Winchester PDX-1, which came out, by the way, in 2009, 2 years ago. This video is being made in August 2011, which replaces the Black Talon. It is the FBI's round of choice right now. They use the .40 Smith & Wesson. We'll zoom in on that in a moment. Let me just keep telling you the story about the Black Talon. So you had the first shooting in San Francisco in the law office. The psychopath shot 15 people, 9 died. The media was all over it. These politicians at the time were jumping all over it, saying these ammunition is just like, they're armor piercing. Well, it's just the opposite. They're not armor piercing. They're hollow points. But they didn't know back then, or they did know, but they were just trying to use this mass shooting for their claim to fame to get voted in, to go against legal, law-abiding gun owners. So there was a big argument going between the law-abiding gun owners and these politicians at the time in 1991, between 91 and 93, who wanted to get voted in. So that was, the politics were involved. The bad rap came in there. The media hyped it all up to be this bad round of choice and just horrific. So that's where the stigma comes from. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then what happened was there was a second shooting, a second mass murderer. And some other psychopath, what he did was even worse than the first one. He went into the Long Island Railroad, which myself as a little boy, used multiple times. I lived in Long Island at the time. And he shot 25 people. He just walked through the train and just walked from train to train to train and killed everyone. He shot 25 people, and 6 died, 19 severely injured. And he was using a 9mm, a Ruger P89 9mm. If it was a .45, probably more lives would have been lost. But anyway, that mass murderer did a lot of damage for the stigma of the Black Talons. So then Winchester said, all right, we're just taking it off the market, and that's the end of it. Now you fast forward to today, 2009, 24 months ago from the time of this video, Winchester comes out with this, the PDX-1. Let's zoom in on these, take a close look. Okay, there is the new modern day Winchester, what's called bonded PDX-1. That is what the FBI uses as their round of choice in their guns across America right now. To the right there, let's see if I can get real close. You can see a .45, a Black Talon on the left, and on the right a modern day .45 PDX-1. Exact same thing. If anything, the modern day ammo, there's some, I'm not certain on this, but a lot of people have told me in my research that the modern day ammo, the Talons, the Claws, the Petals are just a little bit longer. Now as far as sharpness, they're just both razor blade sharp. These are designed to take human beings out and do a massive amount of damage. So you don't have to rush out and try to spend a bunch of money and buy Black Talons. First of all, they're not legal to be sold anymore. So it's not worth the risk of buying them. It's silly. It's not worth the money that they're charging, as you can see across the board on online sites and stuff like that. If you see them at gun shows, just walk away from them. You can buy the same thing with the Winchester PDX-1, or you can buy the Winchester Ranger series. They have the Plus P, the Winchester Ranger. I'm aware of that also. You can buy Double Tap, which is really an incredible round. We'll do a separate video on Double Tap. I mean, look at the power of these things. There's a .44 Magnum, 300 grain, traveling at 1,300 feet per second. There's a 10mm, 230 grain. Let's see what I have here. Let me take a look at them close. These are all .45s, all 230 grains, right? Yeah. Look at the price, 13 bucks for that one. Okay, and then we have over here all .45s, all 230 grains. You can see the age on those boxes. Okay, there's a 45 Black Talon by itself. There's a whole bunch of 10 millimeters, all 200 grains, and we have this right here, which Winchester in 2009 replaced their Black Talons with. And you can look at videos where people shoot these into water jugs, you know, huge tanks, and it's as identical as it gets. This is why the FBI chooses it as its round of choice. So that's my little take on the Black Talon. By the way, should you carry these in your gun? What if you're 25 years old and you buy these at a gun show? You think, alright, I bought them, I'm cool. And then you have to defend your life, you're a law-abiding citizen, you have your permit, you can carry your gun legally. And now you got to tell a district attorney, well, yeah, I bought these 20 years ago when I was 5. No, it's not going to fly. So I just stay away from the Black Talons. They're an incredible round, but they are replaced with modern day rounds with the Winchester, or the Hornady makes an incredible round. Winchester makes the Ranger Plus P series. The bottom line is, it got a bad rap from the media way back when for all these different reasons, which are all just urban legends. And now we have modern day rounds which just totally equal it or are better. That's my little take on the Black Talon. Alright. Checking out, thank you so much. I appreciate your participation. Please put your comments below. Maybe you own Black Talons. You know, would you carry them? Wouldn't you? I want your input. Thank you so much. Checking out. Bye.